welcome to Understanding Global Warming. And now we are looking at what can we really do to change global warming. Because, the problem is that the world is producing ever and ever more CO2 every year. So the burn of fossil fuels is going up all the time. So all the actions, what we are doing so far, Paris Agreement and so on, doesn't really show any effect in the global data. Fossil fuels are burned and burned and burned, and the CO2 production in the world goes up and up and up and up. So there's just going up, it's not going down at all. So something has to be done, and of course it has to be a global solution, because if one country is doing something and it's burning less fossil fuels, then other developing countries are coming in and saying, hey, that's great, there's cheap fossil fuels, we're using them for energy and transportation and whatever. So we have to find a global solution to this, not just a local one. And, one of the solutions really is, because we are like a market economy, and is to increase the price of fossil fuels. That's really a question nobody was thinking about, because usually we're like, how can we decrease the price of fossil fuels? And if you look at statistics over a long time, the price of fossil fuels like crude oil was quite stable and didn't really change that much if you do it inflation adjusted. So the price actually changes, and of course there's spikes in there, but if you look at the inflation adjusted price over decades, it doesn't really, it's like $50, $60, $70 per barrel. It doesn't really change that much. So the task is, how can we increase the price of fossil fuels? Because then fossil fuels become less attractive. The demand is actually going down when the prices go up. The demand is going down, it's the market. And, the idea is to make alternative energy sources, renewable energy, more attractive. You increase the price of something and then the other thing becomes more attractive. That's really the idea. And how are we going to do this? Well, the idea is to build the fossil fuel storage fund. It's to buy fossil fuels and keep them in the ground and not actually use them, like long-term storage and investment strategy. So, thank you very much for watching, and of course, please follow the channel.